You ever just want to get away from it all? Just come up, hang from the top of your tower, just to get away from it all? All right, so here's the deal. So PoCv11 rolled out, and as I suspected, earnings were affected in multiple places, multiple hosts and former hosts. So here's the lowdown on that. So if your earnings kind of plummeted to near zero, more than likely you want to check and see if your antenna information is set correctly. So if you're using an 8 dBi antenna, like I have right here, I'm actually taking this one down, but if you got an 8 dBi, make sure that your antenna information is set to 8 dBi. Or if it's 3 dBi, then you want to set to whatever the antenna is. If that's not set correctly, your witnesses will invalidate and your earnings will be lower. Now, I tried to check on DY's website, their ETL metrics, and it looks like maybe they aren't updated yet with PoCv11. I'll, like, if you know that and know the answer, comment below. Always like and subscribe, by the way. And so it was hovering for those that I saw that were like 0.03, and normally they're earning like 0.2, and so these are former hosts. So I reached out and said, hey, you got to update your antenna information. It's vitally important if you want to keep earning, and of course it's on them at this point to update their antenna information because it affects their earnings, right? So go update your antenna information. Next one is last night I missed this notification, but I saw it this morning. If you have a RAK V2 miner, you may have been affected by an update that rolled out that inadvertently cleared out your Wi-Fi password. So this happened at another host of mine they can't go to their miner because it's in an enclosure on their rooftop. So they're gonna have to actually climb up onto their roof, or might have to get somebody to do it for them. So that is a legit thing. So to do that, you just need to repair with your miner. There's two apps you can use. Obviously the Helium app, but then you can also use one of my favorites, Helium Hotspot Utility. That will help you connect to the miner and update the Wi-Fi password. Super easy on the Helium Hotspot Utility. It also does some cool diagnostics. If you've got some hosts that just aren't very technically literate, you can easily talk them through the Helium Hotspot Utility, and it's going to be super simple for you. So that's another tip. And why did I come up here? Just to keep messing around with my tower a little bit. I changed back out my antennas, and also I got the unfortunate notification that we have some bad weather coming in, like really bad, like potentially tornado weather. And so quick alpha here, if you've got a setup and you're encountering some heavy winds, side to side winds is one thing, like straight line winds, but the other one with storms that you want to watch out for, I used to be a storm chaser back in the day, so I know a little bit more about this, is that you want to watch for the updrafts and the downdrafts. So that means you got to secure your equipment. So not only are you concerned about your miner pivoting around on your mast, but then also moving up and down. So check every single little connection point on there to make sure it's battened down tight, because and this actually happened to me. I went up to just mess with the antennas, check my vertical strength, vertical movement strength, and see if that was good. And I noticed that my grounding plug or grounding clamp was actually loose, so I tightened the crap out of that. I just must have missed that, because when you get up here and you're hanging around for a long time, you can get pretty tired and miss some things. So and of course you got to have safety first. So that's why I'm connected not once, not twice, but actually 3 times. So being all sorts of safe here. So that's pretty much it. So I went over PoCv11 earnings, and then check there if you got lower earnings, Wi-Fi password, and then if you're like me and you have to watch out for storm stuff, then go check your vertical connections. I know I've got one other weakness that I just got the materials to start mitigating, and that's over here. So these wires are currently loose. They're going up to the miners there. And so they're actually going down through some of the trees here, and as these winds are going to go nuts, it could take down my wires. Now, of course, the fault point lies more than likely with the Ethernet cable that could get stripped out. So I'm not too concerned about the miners at this point. Water penetration maybe, but then I'm going to be swapping these Ethernet cables out and then actually clamping them or zip tying them to my tower. So that's a legit concern, and so I'm going to mitigate that soon. Just don't have enough time in the day. Y'all ask questions, which I love answering those questions on YouTube or on Twitter. That's where you can find me. Hey, last ask here. Go check out helium.com/awards, I think. You can also check their website. I think they have an announcement there, but they're doing a nomination for all your favorite miners, your favorite devices for the network, your console integrations, and of course, community members and content creators. So if you have somebody that you want to suggest, like they've been doing an awesome job, and that doesn't mean yours truly, it can mean somebody else. If they've really inspired you and helped you on your journey, give them a call out. Go to put their name in there and give them some recognition. You never know what it's nice to just get the, hey, thanks for doing this, but you never know what else could be out there and what community awards there could be. None of that is like detailed at all, and you know what, we're just all making it all work. So go give them a big thank you. This is awesome to be recognized, especially by Helium, and go vote. So thanks for watching. Like and subscribe as always. Drop your comments and questions below, and I'll try and get to them as soon as I can. But for now, I gotta jet and do some rappelling. Take care, y'all. Carpe Tempestus.